Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and welcome to a Twitch VOD of a very interesting stream I managed to do last week. We were invited, a number of YouTubers and myself, by GOG to do a stream for Divinity Original Sin 2 Game Master Mode, and I was invited to do the Game Mastering. So what Game Master Mode is you get to create your own campaign using the in-game editor, and then you can run a party through it in multiplayer online. So, with me as GM, we had Avax, Splattercat, Piren, Jade, and Dark Saber, all running through Game Master Mode, and it was a whole load of fun. So thank you very much to Larian Studios and Good Old Games for setting that up, and I am going to leave you to watch it. For all intents and purposes, you're together because of your friends or because whatever main relationship you have as a group, but your main reason for coming here is that... What is your character called? Sandor. Okay, Sandor. Your great-great-great-great-great-grandchild, Timmy, has unfortunately taken ill with a blight that is plaguing the Isle of Epidike. Along with this blight, unfortunately, both of Timmy's parents have died, and a number of people are becoming ill and have been taken sick in the village of RUBEN. You have travelled from the mainland to the village of RUBEN in an attempt to try and figure out if there's any way you can help. Particularly because you are undead, you're not really going to be affected by some sort of plague. And this is where we begin. So you should be able to see a map.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Nice, we are here, presumably.
You are indeed. So, if you travel to the village of RUBEN, where Timmy resides, we'll begin.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Da, 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 da. Has to be done.
Oh dear.
Oh, I also need to do something with this. This is wonderful.
I can see a lot of my friends who are like running various campaigns at the moment, especially amongst the Dapplings, switching to this just because it's so much more. There's so much more feedback here.
Okay.
Okay. So you make
frills.
it to the village of RUBEN, which is a small port, a little bit of a trading area. You have unfortunately had to sell most of your items because there's a very strict customs policy with coming to the island of Epidike for some reason. So you will have to purchase all new equipment if you want. I will give you some money to purchase equipment with. So if I go to rewards, I can reward you all with 400 gold.
Woo.
What?
Did you try and chicken someone already?
I should have
dear.
done better.
I'm not going to set us on fire already.
No, whatever is going... No, I'm walking away.
I'm summoning Stephen.
That is...
Stephen the Incarnate, that's fantastic. Have we been acquainted with Stephen? Have we seen him around here before?
We can assume he's mostly following us because I like the company. He's like my pet, literally. I cuddle him and hug him and call him Stephen.
Companions, I didn't mean to rush us, but we should hurry on to the village.
That's true. We do need to get the dwarf a bath.
I agree. We should not tarry.
You hear a snort from my side of the party.
Okay, as you enter the village, you know, it's a small hustle and bustle, although it does seem to be a somewhat run-down village in that there is less people than you would normally imagine for a village of this side. There's a load of merchants out on one side, quickly selling their wares, trying to be somewhat merry, and a fisherman along with a number of magisters talking to a captain and a few local drunks who seem to be kicked out of the local tavern. Feel free to go around and talk to people, and let me know if you want to talk to anyone in particular. And I'm going to start running people around.
Well, the salt of the earth. But I would advise you to not touch everything here. It might be unhealthy. As it has been shown in the past. That's why we're here, after all.
I'm trying to inspect goods without touching anything because I don't want to get myself dirty. This is a very common area.
Look, there's a child over here. I guess this is a cute human child. Maybe somebody wants to communicate with it.
Hey-yo, who are you then?
Ingvar.
Ingvar? That's a funny name. Do you want to buy some stuff? My parents run this shop. I've got some stuff to sell if you want.
I do think that our provisions are lacking at the moment. I mean, my sword seems to be, well, it's had better days.
It's broken, isn't it? We can fix it for you, probably. I mean, it'll take like a few weeks because we need more, iron.
There's
But-
no iron.
Well, we normally get our provisions from up in the mountains, but the mines have not been so great recently. They don't really want to come down here because they say we's unhealthy and we's ill.
Do most of the people in town work in the mines? Or
No.
did they at some point?
Most of the people in the mines just shun us. They're up north, near the capital of the island. We normally just provide them with fish in exchange. The fish have been drying up a bit recently, though.
It does explain the smell.
I thought that was you.
I turn and glare at the child at that.
The child is scared by the lizard and runs
maintain my
away.
composure. But it's clear that I'm snickering.
I go and peruse the shop for some clothes more befitting a lady of my status.
I actually lean in towards the door for go. Which I guess he can't hear because there's no nose. He just sees me leaning in, and then I lean back. Bit briny, to be fair.
It is quite the stink.
We got.
Moving on then.
I'm just muttering to myself about the pickings on offer. I suppose this will have to do.
So, dear trader, what we see here on the table, is this all you have to offer?
Yes, I also have stuff in my inventory if you right-click on me, and then you can trade.
Ah!
Aha. Trader is busy.
I got that first. Loot!
Yep, I thought this would happen. 5 traders and you all pick on one.
Welcome to the problem with game design, man. This is like MMO 101. Gotta have the first vendor's the one that's getting clicked.
Yeah, funny enough, the wizard trade is the one that's appropriate for me. Should have guessed
I'm gonna
that.
click on this dude with the fancy pants. Oh, they've
Dude
got
with the
different
fancy pants.
inventories.
Oh yeah, no. The dude in the fancy pants on the side is mostly sort of displaying all his fine garments and armors in
Fancy
front
pants,
of him.
clearly.
Yeah, his actual nickname is Fancy Pants.
they're
Whereas his
like
wife seems to be dealing with weapons.
I just turned my camera and now can see there are 3 people. That is good to know.
I'm just waiting my turn politely, not jostling anyone.
Oh, I'm
Kind of
talking
looming
to
over
the
table.
armor guy. I should maybe look what I'm.
I lean heavily on the table in front of the lady, and I raise an eyebrow. You do realize that all these swords are broken, don't you?
Aye, but they can still be of some use. They're still sharp. Just reforging them's a bit beyond our purpose right now.
I shrug, and the rest of the group hears me mutter something about up to dwarven snuff or up to standard selling broken things, but I kind of walk away as I'm muttering.
Okay. If you're going to do that, let me pull up your stats. We'll make a roll. Bring up your stats. Wrong one to bring up your stats. There we go. So, what would that be? That's more like wits, which you've got 10 in, plus persuasion, which you have 0 in, right?
Yeah, I don't have persuasion.
Okay, so if I can get you to roll me just a flat d20.
Roll the d20! Oh, man.
Natural 1.
No, roll for initiative.
She kind of looks over at you and down at you, and just kind of... Well, it's okay. We didn't really want your business anyway. Plenty of adventurers around here.
I stop in my tracks and turn back around. What do you mean about your business?
As
I look up
opposed to
from my
my
beard.
business, which is actually selling weapons, yours appears to be just telling me my wares aren't good enough. I'll have you know we sold 4 broken swords the other day.
Well, I'm not responsible for the low standards of your clientele.
I chuckle because, yeah, I'm a lady, so.
I squint slightly as I look up at her over the table.
What? What?
I think I just lost a bajillion HP, or XP, or some kind of P.
You lost all your P. No, you just got 10 XP for sass.
Fantastic.
Or, no, actually, no, you have just got a massive negative XP.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty
That's
sure
what
I
I'm
just
saying,
lost
I'm saying
a lot of
yeah.
XP.
There's a lot of negatives there for it to have been a bonus.
Yep, no, that appears to be a bug. I'm not sure how to fix that now. Right. What is your level is 1, right? Your next level is you've got negative XP. Let me just give you the positive XP of that and just balance it out.
Oh, well.
I don't think I've ever gotten XP for sass before. That might be the first time in an RPG for me. Normally, the GM just gives me dirty looks and sends me to the kitchen.
Either that or everyone draws their weapons.
Yeah. But I'm a warrior. I'm excited for that prospect. Most people are like, no, I don't want to fight right now. I'm like, let's fight everybody. First village, they're all bad guys. Every person here is a brigand.
In our current D&D campaign, I'm a rogue who could not help sassing, and he keeps getting in over his head.
While all of that is going on, I've just been quietly trading with the armor merchant, just looking across, like trying to turn away in that sort of like, yeah, he's not with me. He just followed me home one day, sort of way. As I just pay the base value, give the nods, and walk off.
Oh, okay. I found the other merchants. I'm going to get some cooking stuff. See you later.
Didn't take long. I've just, for the benefit of everyone else, I've just picked up some armor and some gloves, and now I have no money.
Cooking! I love cooking. Goodness me, a pot is expensive. Oh no, then I will have some servants cook for me. This is not working out.
I know a guy.
If you need some
Well,
cheese.
Lady Drenchina, what? Drenchina, look at those drunks over here. The standards of these towns seem dearly to be slipping, just like the dwarf has said.
Disgusting.
Eh, eh,
Servants in my town would not be allowed to display themselves in public in such a manner.
eh. What are you
It's
talking
approaching,
about?
it's approaching, it's approaching, it's approaching.
I'll fight you all. I'll see you all on.
Help! The ruffian is talking to me!
I'll...
I'm very sorry, sir. Please don't overexcite yourself.
The dwarf tries to move towards you and tries to throw a punch, but he goes straight down on the floor and starts snoring.
That's fantastic.
How vulgar.
I use thievery to go through his pockets. Does he have anything?
Okay. Sure. Let's roll to make sure that the guard doesn't see you. Then, what's your finesse and thievery? It might be quicker if you can tell me rather than me bring it up.
Thievery is 1, finesse is just normal default 10.
Okay, so you'll have a d20 plus 1. Roll it. By the way, I don't know how to fix your XP, so I'm just going to manually level you up when everyone else levels up.
Okay.
I love how you've completely broken his character.
I need the dice roll one more time. It vanished. It appeared and then it vanished. It's hiding from me. It fears my dwarf
Children's
supremacy.
May make level 1 someday.
12!
You successfully go through his pockets.
What does he have?
You find... I'll just dump it straight into inventory for you.
Is it a gun?
Yes, you find a Barrett 50 cal.
Yay! A Glock 19. Click, click. Looks like this quest is about to get started.
You find a strange amulet.
Ooh! I just kind of tuck that back into the folds of my pouch.
Okay, you also find a couple of bits of gold, which I'll just need to quickly give you.
See, kids, thievery does work. If you don't have something, but you want something, just take it. Welcome to dwarf life.
Well, I thank you for the invitation, but I'm not sure if it's for me, after all.
Oh, Bernard, you okay? You seem to be a little bit down on your luck.
Should probably take your friend back home, I say, putting a hand on his shoulder.
Oh, okay. But the tavern kicked us out. They're now full of those L people. My wife's in there.
Well, you know what they say about leaving your wife around an elf. I slap him on the shoulder.
Oh. Do you think I should do something about it?
Who am I to tell a man his business? It's a different world we live in.
Yep, mine's about 2 foot taller.
Well, maybe we should go onwards to the tavern then and see what all of this is about, so that we might continue helping this wonderful rural place.
However, noticing the pig, I have decided I want to hear what it has to say. No, I have. How?
You.
Realize.
After seeing my party member talk to a pig, I look at a nearby bottle of beer on the ground, and I pick it up and I just take a long drink. It's going to be one of those days.
The drunk nearby does not notice because he is unconscious. It's fine, you can do that. I am Sir Oxalot. Have you seen my foe, the cat?
Greetings, Sir Oxalot. I'm afraid I have not seen the cat. But what is such a noble creature as you doing living amongst lesser life forms like these humans?
I am living it down. I am slumming it, so they say.
Something I have some experience with myself currently.
Yes. They try and make me live in filth, in squalor, in mud. Can you believe it? Such commoners. Filth.
They are. They let their servants loll around drunk in the streets. I've never seen anything like this back in the homelands.
Take me to your homelands and I will be a king amongst pigs. Do you treat pigs well there?
We treat them like the noble creatures they are. I say, thinking about sausages.
Do you have persuasion, and what is your wits?
I have persuasion. Persuasion 1, and my wits is 10.
Okay, so that'll be a d20 plus 1.
I just want to go on record here. We're trying to outwit a pig. This is one of the first decisions we've made as a party, is to see if we're smarter than pigs.
I outwitted a pig.
If you can make it worth my while, I will come with you and travel to this land.
Totally want a pig pet. What would convince noble creatures such as yourself to join a party of me and other servants?
Out of curiosity, whilst myself and Ingvar are watching this exchange, what are we hearing coming out of our lizard companion's mouth? Are they speaking normally, but the pig can understand? Or are they just making lots of squeals?
I will leave that to your companion, Lady Dranshina, to decide.
Okay.
My head, I'm speaking the pig's language.
It's more like a pig glot. It's a series of grunts and shaking of shoulders, which looks rather impressive as the little, like, lizard flaps move. Well, I'm sure such a cultured one as you will be able to come up with some relatively decent reward.
Has any of the citizenry or the militia taken notice of this lizard just kind of oinking and...
They're all looking around with some kind of like, what the hell is going on? Maybe he's drunk. Maybe he's got the madness. This lizard, I don't know what she's on, really, but... I've seen stranger things.
Well, I will think on your offer, noble creature, and when I have something worthy of a creature such as yourself, I shall return, and a merry adventure we shall go on.
That sounds a grand idea.
Sandor?
I just look up, everyone's looking at me, I'm just like, what?
I'm just kind of watching it. Is it like an absent-minded... Yeah?
So... Does she do this often? I'm not familiar enough to know. I take a drink out of my pilfered beer bottle.
Well, from my education, I can tell you that there are certain people around this world who are singularly gifted and are able to talk to, well, animals. I would guess that our dear lady here is one of those gifted peoples.
Where I come from, it's not so much, well, gifted people like that tend to end up in the bug house.
I'll have you
Bug house?
know, the school of Pet Pal is a noble school in my town.
I see.
I thought
So
all
were
lizards
you...
lived in palaces. You have towns.
Well, there's only a few palaces. It's relatively small.
A town of palaces.
Yeah, ours is barely 5 stories. We're a minor family.
I'm from a minor family, too. I perk up when I hear that.
I open my mouth to correct and just go, and walk off.
Maybe if you can find my beloved dear sweetheart, we can have a deal.
Oh, tell us more.
She was taken away by that elf, he says, looking over at your elf companion. I fear for her. If the worst has come to happen, bring me something to remember her by.
Welcome to the Empire. Stay shining.
Elves, you say? I wander over to Jade. Do you know anything of the elves in this part?
No, but there's one standing over there. We could talk to him, I guess.
Indeed, I believe if we can follow the trail of apparently an elf, we may be able to score some assistance from this noble pig.
Assistance from a pig.
Wait. I've seen things. This talk of speaking with you, I can accept it. It's strange, but I can. What exactly do you expect from the assistance of a pig other than a full belly?
We're not going to eat him. He could come in useful. He can get into places we may not be able to. Nobody suspects a pig.
I look down at this pig, this humongous porker of a pig, and then I just look back. I don't say anything because I don't need to.
I just look blankly like, yeah?
And I look down to the dwarf.
I don't mind the distraction, but shouldn't we go on and try to, like, save Timmy?
Well,
Did I?
I would have asked the child if our diminutive little friend hadn't scared her off.
I didn't say a thing.
I look up. Diminutive must mean something different.
I look with one of my eyes.
I leave them behind and walk over to the elf. Here, this elf citizen, this
This
That's
one.
probably
upstanding.
That's probably the best way to approach this conversation, in all fairness. Half of us are talking to a pig right now. You may not want us there for this.
Hello? Can I treat
Yes.
you well, fair traveller?
Well, hello. Maybe you could help us out. We're looking. Oh,
Sorry, in the middle of work right now. Accidentally picked up a water barrel.
yes, very nice indeed, my good sir. Could you maybe point us the way to the house of Timmy and his family? We're here to provide some basic health care.
Oh, Timmy. Oh, his family died a couple of days back. Oh, he's now in the tavern. They converted it into a house of healing, haven't they?
I look around to my companions. Did anybody understand what the good sir was saying?
They turned
Speaking
tavern
Elvish.
into house of healing.
Okay, yes, thank you. Then we're gonna look there. For those who are wondering, I'm not an English native speaker, and I actually did not understand a word of what he was saying.
Yeah, that accent is one of the most annoying accents to try and translate ever. Don't worry.
Tavern, here we come.
Once, this sign had something.
I mean, I guess this is the tavern.
Yep,
Wouldn't
do you
you?
want to enter?
Is now.
Yes, I would like to enter the tavern.
Okay, is the rest of the group entering the tavern?
I see a massive pile of gold on the table, and the party sees me immediately break off to the left to see what's going on at this table with a bunch of gold on it.
You
I
see
just-
a lizard
table
and
as a
2
lizard.
humans apparently playing some sort of card game.
I, in passing, stop just behind the human that I'm facing, and I gesture to the tavern, the healing house.
Aye, it is. Used to
Wow,
be
she's
a
got
drinking
deeper voice than I
establishment.
expected. Her voice is so much deeper than I thought.
Oh, ha! I thought you talked to him. Sorry. Aye, it is. It used to be a drinking tavern.
Do I actually see any mugs or anything on the table?
No, we don't see any mugs on the table.
Okay. Where do you drink now? It doesn't matter. Is it safe to go in?
It should be. I wouldn't advise you lighting long in there, though.
I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, I see you've
And
got
I-
your face covered already. That's probably a good idea.
Yes, we may be in the town for a while. Though, on that note, I don't see any of you with your faces covered.
Don't plan on going in there.
The only illness is in this place.
But now, if you ask me, we should just burn it down and be done with
This
them.
sign had something to say. That was then. This is now.
Wait until I come back out before you enact that plan. And I walk off and enter the tavern.
Okay, everyone's down for entering the tavern.
I think our dwarf friend is down for entering that card game, actually.
Did they just tell us we need to cover our faces so that we don't get infected?
They said that is what they've been doing as standard procedure, like all the nurses and stuff have been doing. But it's down to you.
My dear companions, do we have something to cover our faces? This might just be a good idea.
I look at the elf and my beard swings sideways, and I take my finger and I push my mustache down a little bit so you can't see my mouth anymore.
Very ingenious. Okay, I will just have a look at my inventory if I can maybe. But I think I've sold all the stuff that was threadbare and could have ripped up.
I placed my empty
Seeing her
backpack over my head.
searching through her bags, I gesture back down to the traders. They seem to have hoods for sale.
Yes, maybe we should invest in something like that.
Hey, if you're looking for hoods, Shady Bob's got a few. You have to sell him that Deirdre sent you. He won't trade with you otherwise.
Shady Bob.
I can
Yeah.
find Shady Bob.
I saw a shady man hanging around the corner of the merchant house.
Passing no comment on the curious name, I give a nod of thanks and follow the rest of the group as they head off to find Shady.
I kind of hiss at Jade. They all look shady. They're humans.
It's a very shifty neighborhood. Humans
should not-
everywhere.
Yeah.
You should not judge so harshly. Okay, I'm like, hello, Shady Bob.
Hey,
Bob. Shady Bob too.
what you looking at?
Well, you good sir.
Hey, you seem to be looking at me funny.
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, reasonably.
I lean down to the side of Ingvar and just whisper, "It's hard not to think it's funny when they've got pointy ears."
So what do you want then?
We were about to enter the tavern, and we were informed that you might provide us with some kind of face wrap, so we might maybe avoid infection.
Aye, you did ya? Who sent ya? You're not one of the law, are you?
No.
That's the most convincing no I've ever heard. Are you a cop? No.
Are you a cop? You have to tell me. The law says, the Constitution says you have to tell me.
Aye, you see, the law tells, like, you should tell me if you're a cop, right? It's the law of the land, or so I was told.
By Shady Dwarf.
By Shady Dwarf. That was his name before he died. He got his beard caught in a mangle. It was awful.
Charming.
Who sent you then?
The people there sitting at the table gambling mentioned your name.
Hey. Well, in that case, if you want to buy something, feel free.
Wonderful.
You can now right-click to enable trading.
Yay. That's not what I imagined a face wrap would look like, but still, I think we can manage. Oh, that kind of stuff.
Curiosity intensifies.
I know.
What does he have? Does he have fantasy heroin? What does he have? He looks like a
Wait,
drug dealer.
I'm going to have a look if he has. Do Sanea, but I don't think he has.
Buy some weed. We need this for future adventures.
Let me just name something space like fantasy weed. There we go.
You're going to call it space.
I was going to
weed,
call it
weren't
space weed for a moment.
you? You've been playing too much Stellaris.
I have been playing too much Stellaris, it is true.
Okay. Well, I mean, why not? Let's have this. Do you have some more money left? No, I don't really have. We should have met Shady Bob before. Shady Bob is an awesome trader.
Does he
I
have
like
zigzags?
Shady Bob.
Hey, I've got some good stuff. It's damn good. It'll get you
Recipe
going.
Okay. Well then, let's pay Shady Bob. No, game, don't crap out on me. Oh, sorry.
There we go. He's now got fantasy mushroom.
That's
Okay.
not the same. I just want to be a little floaty. I don't want to trip balls for the rest of the session.
So
You've
I
already
think-
seen someone talking to a pig.
I thank you very much, good sir. I step back and I will now equip my wonderful new cap. Haha! Be jealous. There we go.
Hey,
love
it's
how
been a
you're
pleasure
sharp.
doing business.
Such a good cat.
Such a wonderful
Covers so
cap.
much of your head and nothing of your mouth.
I think we have to imagine this. Because he was not selling any rags or anything.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I
thought
couldn't
for a
find the
moment you
right
just got
rags.
overcome with the joys of shopping and bought yourself a wonderful new cap. And then, oh wait, that wasn't
I
what
can't
I meant
afford
to
anything.
buy.
this is how I usually shop. Like, I need milk. Whoa, look at this hamster I got.
Wow, that is like so many more levels up of being distracted while shopping than I've ever been. It's like,
All
go to
I
the shop, put some
wanted
milk,
was a
come home with
new
no hamster.
hood.
It's like,
And I ended up
Wow.
with fantasy weed. It's a slippery slope.
indeed.
Hey, do you know anything else? Gloves. Fantasy weed. Knives. I've got knives. Lots of knives.
I raise an eyebrow. Tell me more about this weed.
Well, you'll find it's the finest weed in the whole of the Shire. Elven
know
elders
if I
claim that
trust
those who
that.
can understand the secrets whispered by this herb will be protected by the blessings of Tyr Sendilius himself. It's 12 gold.
So he sees me reach down in my beard, and one of my little beard loops slides open to the side, and you can see me silently like counting something with my fingers and my toes inside of it, and then I slide it back shut. Maybe later, but not today.
Hey, that's a shame.
While all that's going on, I'm quietly perusing the ways, and as the dwarf moves away, I gesture to a book and hand over the coin that he was asking for it. So I get the...
Okay,
Yes.
you can go up to him and trade with him if you want. He has the weed in his inventory.
Oh, no, the book.
Oh.
The book. I've already
These
made-
mushrooms are expensive.
Oh, okay.
This market out here is rough.
Splats from California.
Oh, crap. 85. Yeah, those are pretty expensive mushrooms. Okay, yeah, no, he hands you the book you wanted. Hey, that's a good one.
I'll
I
be
prefer
good with that.
the one about the tentacles, though.
I give him an odd look, and then I move away, and I'm just glancing at the like author, if there is even an author on the spine of the book. Consider it's a recipe book, it's probably more like a pamphlet.
It says, authored by Gaius, and then it's kind of ruined, so you can't really see the rest.
Damn it.
Okay.
So this is nice to know because I just had the recipe appear for me as well. So apparently we're still sharing recipes.
You're on
I see.
recipe sharing terms. That's good news.
Yeah. First you learn about people's names, then you agree to share all of your secret poison recipes. Then you might not steal people's gold if they fall asleep whilst playing cards, etc. There's a hierarchy of things that you'll get as the friendship deepens. Recipe sharing's fairly early on.
Okay, so at this point, do you enter the tavern?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay.
And I love how
Okay.
neither the dwarf nor the lizard, they're like, I don't care.
I
Silly
couldn't afford
elf.
anything anyway. See, I have
Crazy
a whopping
elves.
7 gold. I'm just like, yeah, it's a human problem.